Who is this man in the Indian dress, walking through the halls of the United Nations? His name is Shri Чинмоем, and he conducts twice weekly peace meditations here for the UN delegates and staff. He has also established weekly peace meditations at the United States Congress and the British Parliament. In his meetings with UN Secretary Generals U Thant, Kurt Waldheim, and Javier Perez de Cuellar, with President Singh of India, with President Lucinchi of Venezuela, with President Royo of Panama, with President de Valera of Ireland, and with other world leaders, Shri Чинмоем emphasizes the spiritual dimensions of the quest for world peace. A contemporary Renaissance man, this meditation master tries to inspire others to carry out their own self-discovery. Shri Чинмоем feels that athletics are an important way to develop the dynamism and determination needed for spiritual development. He has run numerous marathons and is an avid tennis player. As a youth in his native India, Shri Чинмоем was a decathlon and sprinting champion in the spiritual community where he lived and studied for 20 years. Shri Чинмоем Kumar Ghosh arrived in America in 1964 at the age of 32. By 1967, his meditation centers were established in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and they continued to grow worldwide. Shri Чинмоем's path of meditation on the heart, combined with physical fitness and service to the community, is followed by over 1,100 students around the world. Recently, the spiritual teacher took up weightlifting. Soon after he began, he started to achieve amazing results. 4 months after entering the sport, Shri Чинмоем lifted his own body weight, 155 pounds, with one arm, a feat which is rare even among experienced weightlifters. 8 months after starting, Shri Чинмоем lifted 200 pounds with one arm. At the 1-year mark, he was up to 240 pounds with one arm and had lifted 1,300 pounds in the calf lift. Shri Чинмоем says that he lifts weights to show that inner peace and outer power must go together. He says that his outer strengths stem from the spiritual energy he gains through prayer and meditation. Shri Чинмоем also conveys his message of peace through the medium of music. An accomplished musician and composer, he has completed some 5,000 spiritual songs in both his native Bengali and English. He has performed these works at over 100 free peace concerts in many of the great concert halls of the world, the Royal Albert Hall in London, Carnegie Hall in New York, and Davies Hall in San Francisco. He typically performs on over a dozen instruments at a sitting. Shri Чинмоем says, in the spiritual world, next to meditation is music. Soulful music stirs and elevates our aspiring consciousness. In the fall of 1986, at the suggestion of champion bodybuilder Bill Pearl, Shri Чинмоя began a series of spectacular lifts using a specially constructed calf lift platform. He started with cars and went on from there.
You're my friend, my dear friend, my heart's friend, my soul's friend, and my life's friend.
Jack, no.
I never got off the ground that way in my life. I've been flying for 45 years, and it's the first time I've been off the ground that way. Okay, God bless you.
Shri Чинмоя has written extensively on the topics of spirituality and meditation. His 700 books include poetry, essays, plays, lectures, and short stories. Here are the 700 books stacked in the form of an arch and a gallery displaying Shri Чинмоя's paintings. Shri Чинмоя began to paint in 1974, and a year later he had completed some 120,000 works. Before he paints, Shri Чинмоя enters into a high meditative consciousness, and his paintings thus become recordings of spiritual light and energy. Shri Чинмоя practices his weightlifting for about 3 hours a day, usually beginning at 4 a.m. His persistence in the face of failure has been remarkable. It took him 214 attempts over a 3-month period to lift 300 pounds, but he never gave up. By the end of September 1986, he had raised 503 pounds with one arm. In the following 2 months, he made steady progress, lifting 1,007 pounds, 1,317 pounds, and 1,515 pounds. On November 27th, Shri Чинмоя lifted 2,039 pounds with one arm. 3 days later, he increased his standing calf raise record to 2,000 pounds. Many thought that Shri Чинмоя had reached his limit with the 1-ton lift. He continued to work out daily, but no new records were set. Then, on January 20th, 1987, Shri Чинмоя raised 3,081 pounds with one arm, and the possibilities were wide open once again. A few days later, a most remarkable weight was constructed. It weighed 7,063 3/4 pounds. Shri Чинмоя proceeded to lift this weight with one arm on his third attempt at 1:25 a.m. on January 30th, 1987. The weight is made up of 68 100-pound iron plates, and the accompanying frame and apparatus weigh over 250 pounds. Shri Чинмоя weighed 162 1/4 pounds at the time of the lift, making the weight lifted over 43.5 times his body weight. He had been training as a weightlifter for just 19 months. Shri Чинмоя lifted the weight twice more in the 25 minutes following his first successful lift. Champion bodybuilder Bill Pearl has called the 7,000-pound lift a true miracle. In which new field will Shri Чинмоя choose to transcend himself next? Of the future, he says, I have no idea how far my Lord will carry me. Whatever goal he has set for me, most devotedly, I shall follow him.